Howdy, howdy. Hi. Yeah, I'm Moose of the Iron Jaw. Yeah, I'm back. I got my teeth fit. Well, my tooth. It was a single tooth, but it was impacting my other teeth. Because apparently, your teeth and your bottom jaw. I learned this. Apparently, your teeth and your bottom jaw are all like connected. Well, not like connected. What am I trying to say? They share nerves. So if game down a smidge, okay. Yeah, apparently your bottom teeth all share like one nerve goes between them, and so if one of your teeth gets hurt, the others around it like feel the pain, and you'll have a hard time telling which tooth is actually the hurt tooth. So I learned that because the tooth that I thought was the problem wasn't even the problem. She was like, no, that tooth's completely fine. It's the one behind it that's like all messed up. And apparently she figured out while she was fixing it, because she was looking at my top teeth, and she was like, I think you might have actually like just bared your teeth so hard that you shattered your own filling at some point. And that was what was the start of the problem. And I was like, interesting. Quiet Maple hits different. Yeah, so that was interesting. How? Basically, she just, like, you know how sometimes your molars have, like, little spikies on them? I just had, like, a spiky that just happened to be touching down on my bottom tooth right where my filling was. And so she was like, yeah, I think that... So she actually went in and she, like, shaved it down. Not, like, too much, but she made it less spikies. She made it more rounded, so it'll be harder for me to shatter my new filling. But yeah, she had to do a bunch of, like, she had to basically get all of the pieces of the old filling out, and like, and she had to clean out. It was basically like a proto root canal. It's not like a proper root canal, but it had like the same like depth to it. So that was rough, and she did put me like kind of like a little bit under, which was fine. But then when she brought me back up, my blood pressure just got really funny, and it's been funny. Like I just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel right, and so she went digging for gold. God damn. But she was really cool about it. Because she was like, I'm not gonna make you, like, pay for something. So she was like, here, take... She, like, handed me, like, her whole ass, like, mechanical... It's, like, an automatic blood pressure taker. Like, you put the cuff around your arm and you push a button. It's big. It's, like, a shockingly big machine. She just handed it to me. She was like, take this home with you. She was like, bring it back when you can. She was like, I just want you to, like, check it, like, for the next 2 weeks and keep a journal and let me know. Like what it looks like what the numbers are, and if they like get progressively better or like progressively worse. She was like, I just want to know what's going on. Yo, free merch? I know. Well, I was like, do you want me to like pay for, like, do I need to pay for anything? And she was like, no, I hate insurance companies. And then she just threw it in my bag that had like my free toothpaste and stuff in it. I was like, now this is dental swag. A free giant blood pressure monitor. She knew you wouldn't otherwise. That's true. Yeah, if she had been like, oh, it's gonna be about $50, I would have been like, I guess I'll die. Is your heart getting big like the Grinch? I don't know what's going on. She honestly thought, she was like from the way that your teeth... So my original appointment, she looked in my mouth and she was like, a new gut. It looks like a faucet, or like a spigot, like a hose. Oh, it's a water cannon. We're gonna get him wet. Yeah, after my first appointment, after she had like done her oh, remember the fire in that one place where I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I see now. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I started that. Do I need to double tap it? Oh, I do. Shh. Maple, it's a fire hydrant. Oh, so it is. It's just a fire hydrant on my arm. But yeah, after my first like checkup where she figured out what the problem was, she was like, are you stressed? And I was like, I'm always stressed. And she was like, you need to like, I don't know. She was like, start yoga or like do aromatherapy or something. She's like, start meditating and also get a night guard. I was like, okay. So I think she was just like, she was like, this is either just you being super stressed out, or like it could be a reaction. And she was like, I want to make sure that it's like not the latter. So watch more Coronae. So I actually did that. That was like, cause since then I've been really stressed out, because obviously she was like, well, it could be something bad, but let's just make sure it's not. And I was like, oh my god, what if it's something bad? So I've been like permanently stressed out since then. So every time I take my blood pressure, it's still high. And I'm like, damn it, it's because I'm thinking about it. So I was like, I need to do something. Do most dentists diagnose anxiety? No, I mean, I'm not used to that, but she's really nice. And she like, honestly, my tooth feels like so much better. Even though she said it would still hurt for a long time, it feels so much better like immediately. So I trust her. What if it is bad? Stress is bad. I guess that's true. But yeah, ever since then I've been like, it's been an endless cycle of me taking my blood pressure and it being high, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. And she was like, no. Because that's the thing, is usually when my blood pressure is off, it's low. Historically, I've only had low blood pressure. So having it be high is really bizarre to me, especially because I'm like pretty healthy in everything that I like eat and everything. So I was like, this makes no sense to me. Did you take time off work to rest? I told Kuriko this earlier, because she asked me that, and I said, yeah, I've been playing Neural Cloud all day and I did not call out of work sick. But if you don't look at it, your blood pressure will disappear. Yeah, I feel like I'm absolutely driving it up by thinking about it, so I just need to not think about it. But I was like, oh, I'll put Coronae on. I'll put Coronae on because she always calms me down. So I put on her Pikmin. Oh, I have to rotate it. Oh, I see. I already did it. Ho. But yeah, so I watched her Pikmin that she just did. I'm only a little ways into it, but she, at the end of the first day, had like 90 Pikmin, I think. And like moments before the end of the day, she walked them all into like a lake of water. And like 50 of them drowned. So she lost over half of her Pikmin in one fell swoop. So it's already an excellent mod. Same. How are you feeling, sore tooths? My teeth are fine. I'm just kind of woozy and feeling kind of funny. But yeah, it's no. Yeah, see, my blood pressure is usually pretty low. My blood pressure is usually like 110/70 or something, I think is what it usually is. But sometimes it drops lower if I'm like sick or if something else is going on. I've never actually had it be high before, so that was why I got so scared, because I was like, I've never had this. Even at the doctor's office, I've never had it, and I'm always stressed at the doctor's office. Oh, there's water wheels too. I think we've seen these. I think even in like the first level, there's a water wheel, right? I just didn't know. Oh yeah, I gotta spin. I gotta spin to win. Oh, I got it. That's perfectly average. Yeah, see, it's average. She was like, do you usually have blood pressure this high? And I was like, no. So of course I called Papa Moose and Mama Moose because I was really nervous. And I was like, and I actually didn't tell them about my tooth thing. Because I didn't want them to worry. Like before it was done. Is this a monkey mermaid? I'm upset. Look at the monkey pirates. I have no health. They're gonna stab me to death. They're gonna choke me on their doubloons. Yeah, I didn't want to tell them because I didn't want them to worry. And so I kind of kept it. I was like, I'll tell them after it's done, so that I don't have to be like, yeah, like I'm getting this thing and it might turn into a root canal, but right now it's not, because I didn't want them to be like, oh god, she's gonna have to get a root canal, because Mama Moose gets like really anxious. And obviously her surgery is also coming up, so I didn't want to like give her extra to worry about. Fuck off! Bert! You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit! What's this guy's deal? Kelly, easy going. If I just reach out, I think I can touch the stars. This guy is Stevenson. Nice long johns. So I didn't tell them. And so I called them afterwards and was like, yeah, so by the way, I just had like a big like tooth procedure, and they were like, what the fuck? And I told them about the blood pressure. I told them about the blood pressure thing, and they were like, wait, how high was it? And I told them, and Papa Moose was like, I wish my blood pressure was that low. He's like, even on medication mine isn't that low. I was like, are you okay? How are you doing? Constantly flying and dealing with environmental changes. I'm sure that's part of it. How high is it? I had 120 over 90. The 120 isn't the problem, the 90 is the problem. The 90's real bad. So they were like, get that, we need to get that 90 down. We don't give a shit about the 120. I was like, okay. I don't know how to change them individually, but sure. Can I climb this? Is this like one of those? No. Wait, there's a monkey up there, right? So it runs in the family? I mean, I guess. I never knew that he had high blood pressure until now, but my parents kind of oh wait, who the fuck is that? My parents kind of categorically refused to. Oh my god, they're doing the Titanic thing! Pugwash! Life on the ocean waves. I feel like I'm flying, Jack. Hold on, who's the other guy up there? Is it Leonardo? Hawkins. I hate heights. Near, far, wherever you monkey. Run? I feel like they'll die if they run. Guys, we need to play this cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. Oh god, they have bombs! Oh, they're dead. Oh, rip. Oh no, Jack. Oh no, Rose. Do you have the door down there? You know it's big enough for both of you. Don't fucking play with me. Nice job, Maple. If you took the 23andMe test, you could find out all of your family medical history. Yeah, I can't take it. Papa Moose will disown me, and I don't want to get disowned. he which he notified me of conveniently after the Golden State Killer was found in such a way. I didn't know if I should say this on stream because it sounds so damning, but there was like I had like a moment where I think I was like really sleep deprived, and I was just like in a mood, and I was like, you know, like I think I've said before that Papa Moose actually grew up in California. He's a California boy who just was like, I hate this, I belong in the woods. And he evacuated and found his woodland bride. But there was I was really sleep deprived, and I just became convinced that he could have been Zodiac. And so I did like copious amounts of like timeline and regional research. Because I was like, I don't know. I was like, it's not like it's like. I was like, he was like in the areas where it was happening when it was happening, which is kind of weird. So I was like trying to like piece together a timeline for Zodiac versus like my dad's locations. And eventually I realized I was being a crazy person, and I was like, I just need to go to bed like a normal person. I need to fool it, go the fuck to sleep, as Samuel L. Jackson would say. So I did, but then I thought it was pretty funny the next day. I thought it was pretty funny the next day when I like woke up and I was like, man, that was a weird thing to do. And so then he like brought me, I think it was like close to my birthday actually, and so they brought me out for like a nice dinner, and oh, battery, what was that? They brought me out for a nice dinner, and so while we're sitting at the table, I just was like, yeah, I got in like a weird mood, and like did a bunch of research to like make sure you weren't the Zodiac killer the other day, which is something that would ordinarily like kind of make him laugh. And instead he just stared at me and said nothing, and then like, ate his dinner in silence, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. Like, if he wanted to give me a response that made me think, wait, is he Zodiac? He did it perfectly. But also, why did he respond like that? I'm sure he did it as a gag, yeah. I hope so. Your dad is based. This terrifying story will not fit in one clip. I wasn't trying to narc on him. It was like more of a professional curiosity. I was like, I need to know if he's Zodiac. Like, I'm not gonna like, you know. I mean, I think they found Zodiac already because they found that guy. But this was before they found that guy's Facebook, who just kept posting about his friend and being like, lol, Zodiac? He's like a little... into the bit. No! My stuff! Hello to the jury watching this evidence. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, it's pretty weird that he was in the geographical locations of all of the Zodiac murders when they happened, and he was around the right age. And he kind of looks like the sketch. But I was like, I mean, it's pretty as that one guy in the fan fiction thread said, very suspicious stuff, but then they found the guy who was actually Zodiac, so I was like, it was just a really weird coincidence. He kind of looks like the sketch. He looks more like, who's that guy? What's the name of the actor? He always looks really mirthful. He has the big mustache. plays the other Ron in Parks and Rec. I think he was like, he had a lot of cowboy parts when he was younger, I think. He looks more like that guy, but he doesn't not look like Zodiac from certain angles. But, I mean, this was after he told me he'd disown me if I ever did 23andMe, so I was already like, you know, I was kind of like, you know, I was kind of like, what's his deal? I was like, I'm not a cop, you have to tell me. That's the law. I probably need the flying boy here, right? Sam Elliott? Yeah, he looks more like that. But like pre-mustache with sunglasses on. He doesn't not look like Zodiac. Funny story, Maple. Oh god. Oh, they have cannons up there. Oh god. Oh shh. Whole thing. Oh, he's doing the Mario. They found the actual Zodiac killer? Well, he's dead, but they think they found the guy. Oh, they're all like charred monkey. His friend had been like posting on Facebook, and like every post he like tagged him with like Lamau Zodiac. He's just like an old man, but he happened to be like living in all the areas where the crimes were, and I think he owned like a paint store or something that happened to have like, it was suspicious. He was like suspicious during the investigation. It was just like, and I don't know that they were ever able to actually confirm it because like I said, he is dead. But I think they were like, they had some confidence that it was him. I mean, you can never say 100% unless you have like some really strong evidence, I guess. You check that your dad is not wearing a big nose, mustache, glasses. I haven't checked that, and I'm also very afraid now because I was listening to a podcast this weekend about how like strong CIA facial like mask technology, how much like stronger it's gotten than it used to be. So it's like almost indistinguishable from a real face. And I was like, I hate this. I hate that I was like, I hate that I have this information. Now I have to think about it. Yo, do the Mario? Yeah, I mean, I trust Papa Moose, but you have to, it's like the old Russian proverb, you gotta trust yet verify. Is that a Russian proverb? They said it was Russian in Chernobyl. And I'm going to blindly believe them until proven otherwise. Woo! Hey, he has a gun? Ugh! Very inspiring story, Maple. I mean, who wouldn't be curious, you know? It's all in the spirit of scientific investigation. Or the odds Papa Moose has gold bullion buried in the backyard. So that's always been my theory, is that's what he had. Like, that's why he's so secretive. Because I think he just has, like, treasures buried in the backyard. I know he has at least one buried in the woods. But he would, like, never tell me where it was as a kid. But he would sometimes go back out there and, like, come back with, you know, a key to a safe. So it's not the treasure itself, but he has like treasure access back there somewhere.
Whoa! That's a very dangerous lake of lava.
You need to stay calm, Hikaru. Use the boat to move safely.
Do you remember how to row the boat? Rotate the left and right analog
All right,
sticks
I have to row them like
simultaneously in opposite
apart from each
directions.
other.
A simpler way is just to press both analog sticks upwards, but you won't move as quickly.
Oh, so they let you not do it that way. Pop Moose is like the uncles from Secondhand Lion. See, that's exactly like I know better than to ask, you know? I'm just like, I will figure this all out someday. He ain't gonna tell me though. How do I want to go the other way? Ugh, there we go. Oops. I haven't seen that movie in a long time too. I'm trying to remember the last time I even saw it. Oh, wait. Wait. There we go. Shh. Oh, I didn't even need the flying thingy. This, oh. It's Monkey! Tabasco! No hidden passageways here. No, sir. I believe you. Oh, he has fire! He's blowing it over my head! No hidden passageways. Oops. Does he mean there is a hidden passageway? Or maybe it's over the... Yeah, that's the other thing though, is that with Papa Moose he could easily be just doing it as a laugh, and I would have no idea. That's just kind of how he is. You just have to go with your gut. The real treasure was the journey is 100% something he would leave in a book for me, and I'd be like, damn it, where's your gold? I don't want to fight you. I want this cookie. Have you seen The Last of Us yet? Chaplain, thank you for the super chat. I have not. Mostly because I've been like too stressed out to watch really intense things. I've mostly been watching like my like more telenovela-esque shows. Because they're pretty unchallenging. Or I've been watching VTubers. It's inside of me there are two wolves. It's code for you spending on anime swag, Final Fantasy 11 and Mama Moose. True. He asks me every time I'm home, he's like, I haven't seen you on Final Fantasy 11 lately. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little busy. Been doing streaming and moving and work. Trying to keep my life mostly together outside of those things. And he just looks at me and just raw disappointment. Oh, there's gotta be a monkey in one of these, right? Who the fuck was that? Monkey cam. Bonzo! That cannonball landed on my foot! Oh dear. Yeah, he always gets very disappointed in me. And I keep telling him, I'm like, it's not that I don't want to play, you know, it's just I'm really busy and I honestly don't have that much to do in the game anymore. I have all jobs at 99. I have all jobs at 99. I've beaten all of the quests in every area outside of like the ones in the newest patches and stuff. But yeah, like I have all my jobs at 99. I got all my missions beaten. I have all my quests beaten. I have like all my spells. I've completed most of the side content. I've completed something like 700 or 800 Rhapsodies of Vanadil, like mini quests. Like, I've done a lot of stuff. I'm like, anything that I would do at this point is kind of overkill. And he just like looks at me with disdain, and he's like, I see you haven't gotten yourself a mythic weapon yet. And I'm like, yeah, because that takes 1,000,000 years and 2 zillion gil. And he's just like, weak. He's like, I have a mythic. Oh, look, it's Indiana Jones monkey. His name's Vic. My world is spinning. He should have been named Indy. Yeah, he has a mythic, I think for his thief. Maybe for his white mage too. And he's also mad because I haven't completed all of my job I haven't maxed out my job points. And I told him, I was like, that's just like, you know, it's... Oh, there he goes. I was like, that's like kind of grindy, like, doesn't serve a purpose if I'm not playing like an endgame link shell with— oh, it's a Bobby. If I'm not like playing endgame content with a link shell, I don't really need maxed out job points. And he's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just do it? Why wouldn't you do it for the honor, for the glory? Help him. Well, that's the thing, is I think he wants me to like— I think he has a link shell again. But I think he also left my server because I think he thought the server that I was on was too quiet. Which I liked. I purposefully picked a quiet server. Oh fuck! Something that really scared me. Oh my god. I meant the monkey. It's too late now. Well, I got him. I got him. I trapped him. I did help him. I helped him find my net. Oh shit, that scared me. I specifically chose my server based on the fact that it was quiet and I wouldn't have to deal with too many people. He wants the opposite. Oh, there's Indy! Yes! Amazing. But he wants a really active server and he wants like a group to play with. So he actually left my server, left me in the lurch. And he's on a Scratchy. He left me in the lurch. He's on his own server now and he has a link shell that he plays with. But I think he really wants me to like get up to end game speed so that I can play with him. But who has the time? I mean, everybody has the time because you're all playing Final Fantasy XI very actively with even more accomplishments than me. So I guess I'm asking the wrong group of people, but anyone would be the wrong group of people because everyone is playing it. Let's see these. Let us crafters in Discord know if you need any furniture. I will let you know. I was gonna do like a design. I want to sit down and like really design it out. Because now that I have it, I immediately So, okay. So I spent 3,500,000 gil on the plot of land. It was one of the more expensive small plots. Because it was pretty high up. And it was like a nice location. And I only had like 3,000 or 3,570 gil to begin with. So I basically spent all my gil on the plot of land. And I was like, yay, I got my house. And then it was just an empty plot of land. And I was like, okay, how do I pick my house? And I pulled it up and it was like, to build a house, you have to spend 250,000 gil, and I was like, oh no. I don't have any gil left! So luckily an angel investor helped me by lending me some gil. I was gonna say Horace gave me he didn't give me 1,000,000 gil, he only gave me like 200. He only gave me like 200k. I tried to give him some purified coke in return. but his inventory was full, so he just gave me the kill. And I built the house. So then I built the house and I was really excited, and I went inside of it and I was like, all right, let's put some furniture in this bad boy. And then I immediately realized that I had no furniture. Because I've used it all in my room in Kuriko's FC house and also in my apartment. So I only had, I think, like a little lantern, so I just put it in the middle of the floor and left. So I wanted to actually sit down and like look at my furniture options and try and like plot out where I want things to go. So I'll have a list. I'll have a list of things I'm looking for. I do want cedar trees. But I have no idea how you get them. They're like 30k on the auction house right now. But I want to fill my yard with cedar trees. I already have a bunch of the glowing trees from the Christmas event. But cedar trees I think would be preferable for me. Only. I've never heard of Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, it's because you haven't even beaten Heavensward, you fucking casual. Tried to give him cocaine. Purified coke. It's different. It's a crafting item. Only you had friend who had enough for multiple cedar trees. So let's see. We got, oh, that's panic. We got Pugwash, a life on the ocean waves. But he was gripping. He had his hands all over Rose before. Bert, let me fire up the cannon. Hawkins, I hate heights. Look, he's not getting hugged. There's no Titanic. Now he just looks like he's T-posing to assert dominance over the sea. It's like, give me the pirate drugs. Stevenson, nice long johns. Mel, what a sideshow. Look at his animation. Dick, I'll shoot you if you come near. I'm warning you. Bradley must get away. Tabasco, no hidden passageways here. No, sir. C posing. Scratchy, I'm itching to get you. Vic, my world is spinning. Indy, I'll be safe here. Bobby, all fired up. Oh, that's all of them. Yeah, so I at least have a house even if it has no furniture inside of it. I'm just excited. Now I can finally stop engaging in such plotless behavior. Because I just haven't played. Like, since I started House Quest 2022, I was just like, I refuse to advance in the story until I have a property to call my own. And, I stuck to that harder than I was expecting to. At first it was kind of for the meme, and then it became real. Your house is just a Dark Souls bonfire! But, now that I have it, I'm like, oh, now I can actually log in and do the plot. Now I can stop acting like such an NPC. A monkey fable? Monkey Fables, the monkey who cried Hikaru Part 2. But no matter how much he shouted and screamed, not a soul listened. So he had no choice but to run from the town by himself. Every last monkey was captured by Hikaru and the town was finished. The liar monkey lived out his years comfortably in a faraway town. The end. Wait, that was the end? I see. But it's a nice house. It's in a nice location. It's one of the like highest. It's in the Ishgard housing place, and it's up like really high. So I have a really nice view of the mountains, like out over the tops of other houses, which is cool. So once it's furnished, I'll do a house tour. Right now it's just sad. Right now it's just like, oh, she's so poor, which is true. Bingo, you won a soundtrack. My yard is gonna look nice. I haven't even put out most of my outdoor furnishings. Bingo! You've won a movie. I was so scared though. I was so scared to log in and check because I actually, the night before, I went around to a bunch of the plots. A fortune. Today's fortune. There isn't anything fortune telling you can do to get you out of this one. Oh no. Damn girl, you live like this? That is 100% what my Final Fantasy house looks like. Enemy photo. Mohawk Porky. But, oh, let me, I actually have Kudu Shake with me. But... I was so scared to log in because I went around all of the new plots, the night before the lottery ended. What you kudu shaking tonight? I actually got the chill blend. That only ships to America, and I'm gonna test it out, and if it's good, then maybe I'll like illegally smuggle some to Kuduko. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I will. Yeah, so I went around to all of the new plots and I was looking, and most of the plots had like 1 or 2 entries on them. Just kidding, Susan. Hello again, jury. Most only had 1 or 2, so I was trying to find like a one that had 1 bid on it that I could get in on that I liked, because I figured that would at least give me a 50% chance. And it was like at the last minute that I found one that had 0 bids on it, and I was like, oh, is it dangerous of me to like bid on this, because then I'm gonna be the one, like when people see the 1, they're gonna be like, well, at least I have a 50% chance. So I was really nervous, and I couldn't decide whether to go in on a 1 and just like do the 50% from the get-go, or kind of give my fate up and see if anyone else would go in on the one that had 0. So I eventually just put in for the 0 bids one and was like, please nobody come and take this. But then when I woke up the next day, I was like, I can't look. What if somebody else took it? This was my best chance to get a house in this damn game, and if I still didn't get one, I'm gonna be so mad. But obviously everything turned out better than expected. Secret photo. This year's style. And now I never have to worry again. Now I can just enjoy home ownership. A monkey fable. I can enjoy home ownership in Final Fantasy XIV stress-free. The Monkey Statue Part 1. A long, long time ago, there was an old couple who lived together happily. On New Year's Eve, the old man went to town to sell some monkey helmets so that he could buy rice cakes. The monkey helmets were his grandfather's invention, but they rarely worked well, and as such, never really caught on. I wonder if, like, she can only eat rice when she's wearing a monkey helmet, and so she gave away all of the rice in order to buy monkey helmets. Or something. What was that about being Lala free, by the way? I didn't say that. That was Kuduko. Kuduko said she was gonna come seek refuge. I simply asked if it was because of the Lala tyrants. What? I mean, you know, like the story where the guy, like, spends all of his money to buy his wife a hair comb as a gift because she has beautiful hair, but she sells all of her hair in order to buy him a gift. Or he sells something, I forget what he sells, in order to buy her a comb, and then she sells all of her hair in order to buy him something that relates to whatever he sold. And so they both like gave up everything to get each other something that they can no longer use.
Let's do it.
I will buy the house next to you and turn it into a Lala venue. I think somebody already bought the plot next to me. So maybe I shouldn't say that because maybe it was you. I went and checked. I was like, do I have neighbors? Throwing her emotional support fox under the bus. I mean, she did it in public. This is not a secret oh, it's these guys. Would you cool it? You know, the conversation was public record. I suppose I shouldn't use the ice thingy in this land of snow, or the water thingy. I had a question. So I actually they have Ape Escape 1 for the PS1 on the classics here on the PlayStation. And oh sh. But I wanted to ask, like, is Ape Escape 1 worth playing after you've played 2? I do want to play 3. I'm on the lookout for 3. He's Santa. I'm on the lookout for 3 right now. I'm hunting 3 in the local retro market. She still owes me 16 million. I hope she keeps it. No offense. Those slimes of pompadours, they definitely did. Can't believe I got stuck in this pose. How do I get her out of there? Oh. Like that. Oh, come on, man. I freed you. Now get in the net. Oh, no! There. Draw me like one of your French chimps. Who's this way? More through that door, but there's a guy over there. Patrick. Ah, the sky at night. My health is disastrous after that little incident. Was it on the PS1 Mini as well? I haven't really thought about the PS1 Mini, because honestly, like, it just wasn't as exciting to me. Oh, red light, green light. It wasn't as exciting to me as the other minis. Most things on there, I was like, yeah, I already have this. These are not, like, rare and sought-after gems, you know? But, you can get Ape Escape 1 for the PS1 on, like, if you have the Classics catalog for PlayStation Plus. So I downloaded it and I installed it. And I was like, oh, like, I should try this. Then I was like, oh, I actually don't know if it's, like, if Ape Escape 2 is just, like, one of those successors where you don't really need to play the one before. Ugh. But also it could, like, sate my appetite while I'm hunting Ape Escape 3. Worth a look at. Oh, son of a bitch! Taking a hit so I can get some health! Just to see where it got started? Okay. That makes sense. Complaints that the PS Plus Classics version loses some of the subtle 360-degree response of the original. I mean, it's not going to cost me anything because it's just part of, like, the Classics catalog, so I can just play it. I won't play it on the cloud, though, because we've seen how that goes for me. Those knives are in good hands now. I think the Coke that I tried to give to Horace was actually Wawa's Coke as well. So I was trying to be the middleman. Middleman for a deal gone wrong. Can I break these? No. What are those giant spinning bananas? You tried to give me a second-hand Coke? Yes. I do not see the problem. Coke is Coke. Am I right? Am I right, drug lords? What? I guess some people would argue that there's like the good stuff. Wait, he has a little beret on. Or was that a little bald guy wig? Oh dear. I know nothing about the alleged Coke. Unless someone wants some. Imagine someone who's never watched any of your streams clicks on this stream. Here's you talk about Coke. I mean... Oh my god! How are you feeling? I'm okay. I'm really just like more kind of like worn out and woozy more than anything. It's not like... I'm not like... I don't know. Dying. I probably wouldn't even set a time limit on myself, but my dentist was specifically like, you really need to like... She was like going off of like the grind marks on your teeth and your current blood pressure. She was like, I really need you to take it easy for the next 2 weeks. Perhaps make some lifestyle changes. And I was like, oh. Got my ass. I just really want to like, I don't know, not overdo it so that when I do go back and I have like my blood pressure journal or whatever, it looks good and she won't make me do anything extra. Can someone help me out here? Just whenever a doctor asks me to do something and like the end result is me not having to go back to the doctor for anything additional, I put my all into it. Because I do not like going to the doctor. I do not like going to the dentist. I like staying at home and playing my video games. Craig, where is the towel, boy? So if I need to take it easy, go to bed super early, etc. to get my blood pressure back in the right place, then I will do it. As long as she agrees to never ask me for anything ever again. That would be me. I am the new viewer. I'm sorry, it's not real Coke. It's Final Fantasy 14. I almost said 11 Coke. Final Fantasy 11 Coke is just the Coke of my daily life. Final Fantasy 14 Coke, however, is real. Bones? Bones Jones? Yeah, no, I've had like heart stuff in the past, which is another reason why I was like, I should probably take this pretty seriously. Oh my god! Hear no evil, do it in rhythm. Damn it, hear no evil, smell no evil. I'm really enjoying myself. Who's the last one there? Speak no evil. Who called us the three stupid brothers? Yeah, I've had like heart though. Oh. I've had the heart stuff in the past where I had to wear one of those like halter monitors where they like strap it to you for like a few days and monitor you, and they're like, make sure to like go to bed on time and blah, 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 blah. And I am always very intense about getting it right, because I'm like, if I don't get it right and there's something weird on the test, they're gonna make me do even more annoying tests, or I'm gonna have to have annoying things strapped to me when I sleep at night, and I hate it. I'd rather do it correctly the first time. But also, you know, because of having like weird fainting issues in the past, I was like, I should probably, if it's a blood pressure thing, I should probably take it seriously. That seems primed. There's still that bro on the roof over there. That seems primed to like interact with my existing issues, which I would prefer not to do. Any monkey in here? That guy. Mr. Frosty. I forgot to get dressed this morning. The last time I had a big fainting spell was actually I was watching. Have you guys ever seen, there's a TV show, I forgot what channel it was on, it was like TNT or FX or something, called The Following. It stars Kevin Bacon, and it's basically Kevin Bacon versus a cult. And it's a very like intense and really spooky show. And I decided to watch it one night during dinner. And I actually like, there was a scene that was so intense and Kevin Bacon like was in such like a scary situation that it got me like really freaked out, and I passed out. I like fainted on my couch on top of my dinner. Oh my god, please. And so then I just wasn't feeling right, so I went to the doctor and I was like, yeah, I fainted. I just wanted to make sure I was okay. And he was like, what were you doing at the time? At the time of the episode? I was like, I was watching Kevin Bacon's The Following. Kevin Bacon, you have to stop being such a convincing actor. It's a health risk. But I haven't been too bad since then, but, you know, I'd prefer to not be bad. I'd prefer for things to go well, so I was like, well, okay, I'll listen. So I've been eating really, like, I only had 1 cup of coffee today. Only had one cup of Joe. What else did I do? I'm like going to bed really early. Oh. What is that? Seb. I'm like a 2 or 3 cup a day. I used to be way worse. Especially when I was in games, I used to have like 7 or 8 cups of coffee a day, and it was not good. It was not good for me. Eventually a doctor was like, you must give up your games. So I did, and I swapped to like 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day, but I'm doing 1 for now. Just until I feel better. There we go. It's another light green guy. What's up, little buddy? I know it's gonna be hard cutting down on my caffeine intake as well, because I love it, but I'm trying to, what's the word? I was really tired today, but I was trying to not like give in. You didn't even notice me, Lars. Yeah, cardiac scares are like not fun, but mostly because you just feel like so out of control and so dizzy. I think the dizziness is the worst for me. Just like being like, whoa. It's almost like your battery is run out and you're just like somebody Mix it. Coffee is a scam and I'll die on this hill. I love coffee. Scam as in like, it's not like good, it's not a good way to get caffeine, or scam as in just like, it sucks. Oh, no. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Because even if coffee didn't have caffeine, I do actually like the taste of coffee. So for me, I'm like, it's fine. You do not need it. I mean, what if I do need it? What if theoretically? How do I deal with this? There's a the legend of the crystal monkey is up here. Stone. This monkey was frozen with a smile on his face. Caffeine doesn't give you energy, just suppresses the tired feeling. That's true, I guess. Ugh. My water. So I'm trying to be healthy. I have water and my kudu shake. Yeah, I'll probably try to do like no coffee for the next couple of weeks, but I just couldn't do it today because I had to wake up really early. I have to wake up really early tomorrow too. I have like a 6:30. Ah! Oh, no! I have like a 6:30 a.m. meeting, so I have to be up and ready to tango. Get his ass! What are you gonna do? Go into the briny deep? There we go. Yeah, I have a 6:30. I don't know if the kudu shake that I have right now actually has any kind of caffeine in it, because it's the chill, which is supposed to be the opposite of caffeine. It's supposed to like help you sleep better and calm you down a little bit. Hence why they can't ship it internationally. So fast. Wait, do I get little ice skates too? Maybe I need— oh, they trip! Oh no, the other one! The focus ones do, the chill don't. Yeah. See, I only have the chill. I did order the focus too, but they forgot to send it to me. I love the noises. Please suppress the sleep feel. That or cigars. JK, don't take health advice from me. Thank you for the super chat, Chaplin. I've never really been like a cigars person. Papa Moose was for a long time. But then Mama Moose was like, these make your clothes smell so bad, I'm begging you to stop. Natsumi's research memo discovered an amazing fact today. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Its 7-level terrace holds many beautiful flowers. Great! My research has advanced even further. I wonder what I should examine next. What? You've won a fortune. Today's fortune. Nothing special will happen. Things should go fine. Your fortune is quite good today. Could this really be true? Do the fortunes actually affect anything? Do they make me more likely to get, like, hit by a heat-seeking bomb? You've won. You got a monkey fable. The Monkey Statue Part 2. The old man decided to go back home and was quite disappointed he'd sold so few helmets. He took the scenic, snow-covered walk home, carrying the heavy load of monkey helmets. Along the way, he suddenly noticed a row of 6 little monkey statues by the side of the road. The statues' heads were covered in snow and looked very, very cold. He's gonna put the monkey helmets on the statues. The only question is, will they come to life? Or will he simply be blessed by good fortune? Like real fortunes, their efficacy depends on you. Go ape. Yeah, I don't really get... I've tried cigarettes before, not as like a... Dinosaurs! Not as like I'm interested in smoking these, but more of a why do people smoke them kind of thing. Because like the smell has never appealed to me, so I was kind of like, why would anybody do this? So when I worked at a Japanese company, I had quite a few coworkers who smoked, just because that's kind of a thing. I feel like smoking is like really powerful. Is really powerfully a part of like Japanese work culture, because it's how you get an excuse to like talk with your boss and give him your ideas and stuff. It's like, oh, you need to take a smoke break. And so I had a lot of coworkers who smoked. So one time we were out for like a post-launch drinking thing, and one of my coworkers was smoking a lot, and I was like, can I just like try one? Can I just have like one puff? I just want to know like what it tastes like. And I took the one puff and I was like, it's kind of gross. No interest. Not my thing. I mean, I'm glad to have the knowledge, but yeah, not for me. The drunk festival story, you woke up with a... Okay, yeah, no, that was another one where I don't know what happened there, because I had wandered away from everyone I knew, and then when they found me sitting on the sidewalk, I was smoking a cigarette, and they were like, you don't smoke. Like, we don't know where it came from. I don't know where it came from.
It cannot be.
It cannot be.
They're still alive in this era? This is an amazing discovery.
They're huge. Maybe you can hitch a ride on the dinosaur's back.
But it just didn't like appeal to me as a, you know, as an activity. Clearly whatever was going on with me that one time was like, I'll give this a go. Oh god. But as like a general rule, it was more like I woke up and I was like, my mouth smells like a chimney and I hate this. I didn't know if that was gonna work. Wait, can I like guide him? Can you bring me monkey? Oh, wait. No, this way. Stop. Oh, am I not doing anything worthwhile? Am I just giving him the business for no reason? Let him chill. Take me to that monkey. Look, he's right there. Maybe I just need to... Oh! Frick! Cease beating him like he owes you money. No. No, I won't stop. What if he does? Stumpy, my couch has termites. Ew. Oh, because he lives in a stump. I get it. Stanley on the trail. He's being carried. Oh, look, he's a little, like, explorer monkey. Being carried around by this candle burb. Who's this? Des. Black pants are the way forward. I respect that. Stanley. Stumpy. There's a guy up here, or maybe that's Stumpy. Maybe I was seeing this weird pig. Can you get on the head? I don't know. I'll try when I go back. I panicked. After smashing him 1,000 times, I panicked and didn't know what to do. We got stump action. I think Papa Moose used to smoke like a pipe. But he stopped because Mama Moose hates the smell. And so he started cigars instead, and then she hated those too, so now he just doesn't do anything. Now he's like, I guess I'm good. Ah, frick! Now his vice is Final Fantasy XI and anime titty. Like the good lord intended. Oh, wait, there's a... Hi. Maybe swoop swoop? Oh, shh! Frick! That's the thing. That's what I keep telling people. If you wanna get rid of one addiction, shit! If you wanna get rid of one addiction, you gotta replace it with another. And why shouldn't the other be Final Fantasy XI? The hit MMORPG from 2002. Which they're still updating because that part's actually not a lie. Which they're still updating because it's so wildly popular. They are still updating it. I don't know if it's because it's popular. Oh shit, Stumpy! Stumpy. What did you... Give me that rock. Garbage. Oh, Baz? That wasn't even Stumpy. What the fuck is Stumpy? Oh, he must be in the other house. You became a gamer instead. Look at his wood TV. Were you really enjoying watching anything on this, old buddy? Or tuning into your programs? Oh, we got water gun. Oh, I want to go back to that level that had all of the flames that I needed to get past. And I was like, how do I do this? And everyone was like, oh, sometimes you gotta come back to levels, Maple. Don't be impatient. This Stumpy? Oh, I think there's another guy. Christy. Wish I could have gone to a hot spring too. Where's Stumpy? Oh. This one actually has like owls in here at least. Look at this wooden bathtub. I feel like that. Oh, is this Stumpy? There he is. His couch is termites. How we doing, old fellow? Shit. Fuck! He got it! Why not Final Fantasy XIV? Because Dog Wife exists to make Moose melt. Because Final Fantasy XI it's the classic. It's the one that all the hip kids are always talking about. I know that they say Final Fantasy XIV, but they're making a typo when they say that. When people say, have you tried the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with 2 billion hours of playtime and anime titty in every zip code? They mean 11. They're just translating the Japanese wrong. Because in Japanese the word 14 actually means 11. So it's not their fault. It's not like they don't know. They don't know any better. I think they skipped that chapter. They skipped that chapter in their Japanese 201 class. But that's why I'm here. I'm here so that you don't have to do the research. Thought all the kids these days are playing Phantasy Star Online. What is happening over here? Lewis, these gloves are not just for shit! Oh, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex! Yeah, you guys should come over here. Oh, they're throwing banana peels. Ovid, come and get me. And who's the last guy? Blue guy? Lewis? Babe, I want my teddy. Lunch, good boy. Rex, fetch the stick. Oh, he's dead. Wait, can he actually kill the monkey? Well, we'll see what happens here. Me and this T-Rex. We have to pincer attack them together. Oh shit! I'd like to play PSO actually, like not a joke. I did actually I have new Genesis and I did start a character. Mostly because I just wanted to see what like the combat was like and what the game was like, and it was cool. I liked it a lot. I was just kind of like, you know, I have a million other games to play. If I'm gonna play an MMORPG, I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy 11, otherwise known as 14, by people who can't speak Japanese. Oh shit! I'm assuming the T-Rex can hurt me. That's just my assumption, though. He's so powerful. He tripped, you stupid bitch! Now what? This looks like a job for the whirly gig. Is 1114 in Spanish? Oh, I thought that was a purely Japanese conjugation. I didn't know that it spanned languages. Oh shit. I didn't know it was a... I didn't know this 14 and 11 mix-up could... was such a point of cultural understanding. It's not Maple, I made it up. No, I think I've heard that before. I think you're right. I think you're correct. Prince! It's hard cause like one of my gags with some of my friends is just that like I will just tell well, it's not just me even, all of us will just tell lies. Or act completely ignorant of something that we know a lot about. Just because we think it's funny. So I mean you guys obviously know like the Snoop Dogg mashup. The Snoop Dogg mashup trend. Where everybody took like different game soundtracks or anime OPs and inserted Snoop into them. Well, among a certain subset of my friends, one of their favorite videos online is the Chrono Trigger Snoop Dogg mashup. I think it's just called Frog's Weed. I need the hula hoop for this. I feel like this thingy will help more. But it's like Snoop, 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 Weed. So, but the thing is that whenever they have guests over their apartment, I used to like come over and I saw this in action. The first time I was confused, and then I slowly began to understand. And when there were new guests who weren't me, who hadn't seen it happen before, I got to watch it happen to them. They would ask each other. They would be like, "Have you seen this vid on YouTube called Frogsweed?" And without fail, one of the others would answer, "No, I've never seen that film. Let's check it out." And they would watch it as if it was the first time that they'd ever seen it, when they'd clearly watched it like 500 times. And that would that would happen like if I went over there and there was like somebody new hanging out, like somebody had a new girlfriend or something. It was pretty consistently someone would turn to one of the other ones who was in on it and say, "You ever seen a vid called Frogsweed? I've never seen that film." And then they would pull it up and just act like it was incredible, while the new person who didn't like know that the joke was that they'd seen it 500 times would just sit there and be like, why did they freak out? Like, why was this something that they had to like check in with each other on? But unfortunately, I've taken up that mantle, and I have a hard time telling when we're being like honest with each other now. One of them actually texted me while I was rolling around on my little like mini road trip this weekend, and was like, "Have you played Crisis Core? I haven't touched it yet." And I was like, I can't tell if I haven't touched it means I've 100%ed it, or if he legitimately hasn't started playing it yet. So I was like, yeah, it's good. Oh, not the bees. Oh, he's got rockets this time. Both. He did send me a picture of his new tattoo. He wanted to get materia. He wanted to get materia sockets. Murdoch. He wanted to get materia sockets on his arm. Sounds like you guys memed your way into making language unusable. You don't know how true that is. He wanted to get materia sockets on his arm, but he was worried it was like too obviously nerdy, and he likes to blend as a normie boy, and so he like put a bunch of other geometric shapes around them. But it's still like, if you know what you're looking for, it still definitely looks like somewhere materia would be slotted. And I was like, "Oh, dope, that's cool." Like, I was like, you gonna get any more?" and he and he was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Here's some that a bumblerina I've been talking to sent me." And I was like, "What is a bumblerina?" I don't know the lingo anymore. I'm too old for this. I learned later. It's just like, it's a chick you're talking to on Bumble. So I know the strategies now. Scrungadingo. But I was also like, it's like a wonder that we ever get like that any of us ever get through like a complete thought. That we can understand what each other's saying, because it's always like this. His tattooed Bleachigo on his arm? Like, as in Ichigo from Bleach? Bleachigo. This is why I don't use the internet. It's like Wimbleflomp, but without the flim-flom. Oh, I see. That makes a lot of sense. Language should fascinate me, but it just exhausts me. What, Bumblerina? I thought it was pretty good. Once I realized what it meant. Once I realized you meant like a milady I'm talking to on Bumble, I was like, oh, that's a fantastic name. I get that it comes from like Tumblerina, but I feel like it has a different like je ne sais quoi to it. Shit! I don't know why I thought that would work. What other options do I got? Got this big old metal box. A milady, I'm going to bed. Discord update change logs be like. I don't have any tattoos, but it's not like because I'm not like whenever my friends show me cool tattoos, I'm always jealous. But I feel like I'm just too like indecisive. Cause I'm always like, oh, this would be cool to get, and then I always worry like, will I still love this in 10 years or whatever? I don't know how to get over that particular mental hang up. I feel like something like Lord of the Rings would be safe, because I've loved that like my whole life. Like, what are the chances of me waking up tomorrow and being like, I regret my my Lord of the Rings tattoo. So it's the Cullen's wife tramp stamp. So see, like, that's a good example of like, I've only been into Dragon Age basically since the beginning of COVID. I was a Mass Effect girl for the longest time. And I only was like, yeah, I'll try Dragon Age because I'm trapped at home and I have nothing better to do. And then I just got into it with both feet. So that's like, because I've only liked it for like less than 5 years, I don't feel like confident in putting it on my body. Not to what's the word? Not to mention that if like it gets canceled or something, I would have to look at the like emotional devastation on my skin every day, you know? I'd have to look at what I lost. Maybe get Corne's viewers son as a tattoo. What, the listeners? The Koroneski? We look nightmarish in her approximation, which I respect. Just think I'll be dead in 10 years and you won't worry about your tattoo? Yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, my problem is I can't decide though, because I'm just like, you know, I like Lord of the Rings. Like, what are things I've liked for more than 10 years is kind of my starting point. I'm like, Lord of the Rings, Xeno. Let's see what I got. Gosh. Yeah, like Lord of the Rings, Xeno, Pokemon, Final Fantasy, I guess. Final Fantasy 11 would actually be pretty. They are doing a streetwear jacket for Final Fantasy 11. I want it really bad. I want to look hip with the kids, and then I want to yell at everybody. Son of a bitch! How am I supposed to get up on that thing? He's like wiggling and wobbling. You clearly need a tat of Nidorina. Oh. Is Syrup one of them? Yes, actually. I would get Syrup as a tattoo. She's perfect. My perfect girl. Oh, one of those parents that names their kids after things they like? Those parents who name their kids Game of Thrones characters? You mean all the parents who name their kids Khaleesi and now they have to live with that? I think about that, like, way more often than I should. Oh yeah, you stupid bitch. How funny. How do I still have 3 left to catch? I feel like I've gone through the whole area. What more is there to say? Oh, there's more over there. Yeah, I think about the Khaleesi kids on a regular basis and wonder if they're okay. I'm just like, that's rough, buddy. Sephiroth Khaleesi Billis is a perfectly adjusted child. There are quite a few Sephiroth kids, aren't there? That banana scent. Come here. Yeah, I forgot about... There were definitely a lot of Sephiroth kids. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of Harrys. Yeah, what is... Well, I mean, in the years after Twilight came out... Sorry, I'm stretching. In the years since Twilight came out, there were a lot of Edwards and Bellas as well. But at least like Edward and Bella are like kind of normal names. Like you can't tell. Like the only way that people are gonna be able to tell is like generally how old the kid is. Yeah, those are at least names that you can like kids can play off of them. And it doesn't sound it's not a Khaleesi. Ugh! It's not like Anakin or something. Did people do it? I'm sure people have done Anakin. That was actually one of my old bosses who I actually really liked. Because he was he always just seemed like he was confused. Like he was a nerd himself, but he was like very confused about like modern nerd culture. And so I always had to talk him through things. He was like I heard that people are yelling about something or other that we did on Twitter. So can you tell me why people use Twitter? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. But he had a kid, and he was like a massive Star Wars fan. Like I caught him crying at his desk the day that the Force Awakens trailer came out. And I thought he'd like been through something, or I thought something really bad happened. And then he was like, the Force Awakens trailer came out. It's so good. And I was like, oh, I'm happy for you. It was an extremely, I'm happy for you or sorry that happened. I ain't reading all that. But he had a something really bad did happen. But he actually had a son named Luke, and his wife was like not nerdy at all. She was like very, very normal, very nice, normal lady. And so I told him, I was like, I'm kind of surprised that your wife like let you name your son after Star Wars. That's kind of surprising. That's shocking to me. He was like, me too. And he was like, even worse, she was the one that suggested it. He was like, I feel like she was just like in a mood and wanted to make me happy. So she was like, yeah, you can name our son Luke. So I did, and now I'm worried that someday she's gonna just like look back and be like, why did I do this? Gotta be a way to get that box up there open. I don't know what it is. And then this I didn't really figure out because there doesn't seem to be a whoop. Oh, does it have to do with the satellite? What's the deal with the satellite? So I want to hit this. That retracts it. But then what does it do? What does retracting it give me? I hope the kid changes his name to Kylo Ren someday. I know a guy who named his son Ben after Kylo Ren. No! I mean, as a horse girl, I'm a big Kylo Ren stan because Kylo Ren and Rey's entire arc is just the average plot of the average horse girl movie. And so I felt very much at home watching his story. So I'm a Kylo stan, but I don't know if I'd go that far. Yeah, there's gotta be a lot of kids. There's gotta be a bunch of like white kids with like strangely Japanese names walking around now, like Sasuke. Yeah, see, Luke is a normal name. It's just the fact that his dad is like a Star Wars mega fan, I think makes it like really obvious, you know? I appreciate that you can openly call yourself a horse girl. I mean, there's no arguing with the truth. So what did that? I know there's Monkey. Oh, there's two up there. But you see, like how I don't know what that changes. 'Cause this doesn't seem to do anything either way. Yeah, Luke is a normal name. I think it's just the context that lets you know. Know another VTuber who is a horse girl. She's livid every time it's brought up. I mean, I guess there's two types of people. Like, I literally, that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up, and I've like, to the point that I like worked with horses for a long time, so I feel like I can't deny it. I feel like there's people with plausible deniability, and then there's me. The Raylo fangirls make so much more sense. Yeah, it's you just have to think of it, because most horse girl movies are like the girl finds a stallion who's been like abandoned by his old owners, and he's like really just like doesn't want anything to do with her, and like won't let him anywhere near her, much less ride him, and then like she slowly gains his trust until they go on to either like save people by riding out into danger together, or like doing something else amazing with their combined efforts. And it's like the whole arc is basically the horse girl being like pss, 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 pss. Middle school's gonna be weird in the future when Daenerys and Sasuke bully some kid named Bob. Horses are expensive as hell. How can one abandon them? Well, a lot of people don't know that they're expensive, or they do and they don't care. They're like, I'll figure it out. And so then when they realize they're expensive, they basically peace out and just like leave them either alone wherever they were keeping them, or they sell them to somewhere that is not equipped to take care of them. There we go. One. So that's the conceit of a lot of horse girl movies. It's basically the horse girl is like, I will rehabilitate you back so that you can trust and love again. Which I'd say is a fair estimation of the Raylo ship. Or the glue factory. Okay, well most horse girl movies don't go there because it's a little dark. Yeah, see, like, I'm trying to, cause when I was like teaching kids how to ride horses, I mean the kids that I was teaching the kids that I was teaching, they had epilepsy, and they had like really severe epilepsy, and they really couldn't like, they didn't have like the strength or coordination to like put on the tack themselves, or do like most of the grooming, especially like lifting up like the horse's feet, especially if it was a stubborn horse who didn't like having their hooves cleaned out. And so like I did most of that stuff. And if you're one of those people that like finds satisfaction in like cleaning stuff or scraping stuff out, there is nothing more satisfying than like scraping the grime and mud out of a horse's hooves. It's so satisfying. You're just like, they're so clean. Their feet must feel so much better now. Like it even looks satisfying. Oh god. Horseshoe reshoeing videos, yeah. Agree to very much disagree. It's so satisfying. Getting all the grime out from in between where like their horseshoe loops around. Obviously you can't like, you don't want to go too hard, but it looks so satisfying. Feels so satisfying, especially if it's like really packed in mud or packed in dirt, so it's kind of tough. When you finally get it out of there, you're like, oh, it's you're like, oh, this horse's feet have to feel so free now. Yeah, it's a horse mani-pedi. Yeah. You can fix him. See, that's the whole idea behind horse girl movies. Probably why I am the way I am, is like, it's like I can make the horse better and he'll make me better because he's gonna give me confidence and joy. Why did we suddenly start talking about horses? I don't remember. I think we were talking about Kylo Ren, and I was like, Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship arc is a horse girl movie, and I can't be dissuaded from this. Oh! I'm just like, kind of going back now. I guess I could use the monkey radar. There is one here. Babe, I want my teddy. Where is he? He looks like he's at the end of a... Oh shit, I used the wrong one. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, piranhas. Oh, I see it. I see it. So he looks like he's at the end of one of those little like car shoots. How do I get it? Maybe I gotta get to the tall boy? Oh, I think I see it. You a moose girl or a horse girl? I'm a moose who's a horse girl. The worse we are, shit, the more you'll love us and want to fix us. You guys have a good handle on it. I can only fix so many. My docket is full right now. My docket has Cullen and Kylo Ren. Yeah, I have, you know, a lot of artists only take so many commissions at the same time. You know what I mean? Replace my bulb, ooh. She can't fix herself, how can she fix others? Come on, man, let's go. Let's fucking go. I didn't mean to do that. One therapy, please. Yeah, you gotta, you know, a lot of artists, they say, you know, I only have this many slots. Where the fuck is my car? There it is. I only have this many slots available. That's what I'm like. I only have so many fixing slots available. Get off. Wow. He broke my fucking car. You little bitch. He just. Oh, I was like, did he just dive into the piranha infested waters? Good for him, if so. Ah, shit! He's gonna do the thing. Oh, this fucking guy. Am I supposed to catch this guy? Not like that. Yeah! Babe, all done. I was gonna say there were less like Jurassic Park references. Maybe let me go look at the Monkeypedia. Maybe there'll be some there. Therapy machine broke. Understandable. Have a nice day. I got 2 special monkeys too. Special monkey. Defeat 1 monkey. Oh, it's like the Red Ranger. Is it gonna like? It's probably gonna approximate my age. But was anybody else like really into Power? I was really into Power Rangers when I was a kid. That was like.
I'm Red, the leader of the Freaky Five, and nobody makes me wait.
Why does he sound like Metal Face?
You'll have to fight me first. If you can beat me, you can have your pipoxy. We've already transferred the data into the lethargy laser, so we couldn't care less about that pesky potsy anyway.
You serious?
You bet I am. But since I'm the leader,
bet
I'm
I am.
super strong.
Metal Face.
You in my attacks of fury. Ooh, I'm burning up thinking about it. Nothing you can do is gonna put this fire out, pal. Yes. Are you ready for this?
I see, he's a... Oh, I'm dead. Wait. I was really big into Power Rangers. I loved Power Rangers when I was a kid. I loved the Green Ranger a lot. He was like one of my first crushes. So I actually wrote him love letters and I would go and put them in the mailbox. But my parents would obviously see me wandering all the way out to the mailbox to put a love letter in there to send, and I would have just written on the outside the Green Ranger because I was like, obviously the post office has his address. I was like, the post office clearly knows where the Green Ranger lives because he's a celebrity, so adults must just have his address on file. So I just put that in the mailbox. And so they saw me do that and they were like, what the fuck is she doing? And so they would go and they would they checked. They were like, what did she put in here? And then they found like, to the Green Ranger, and it was just like, I love you so much. You're very strong and cool. Let's get married. Just like straight to the point. And they were like, oh my god. So they actually wrote me back. They would type it. They found like a Power Rangers logo, or like, it wasn't even a Power Rangers logo. It was like a clip art that kind of looked like a Power Rangers symbol. They put it at the top like a stationery, and then they would like write like, Maple, you seem really, you seem like you're, would make a great fellow Power Ranger. And when you grow up, I'm looking forward to having you on the team and stuff like that. And I was always just like, he knows who I am. It took me a long time to realize that it was them writing it too. Cause I wrote back a couple times and they always wrote me back. They were like very, they were pretty committed to the bit. And then even when I like grew up, when I got like old enough to know better, I still wasn't convinced that they were the ones writing it because I had been leaving it in the mailbox. And so I was like, oh, maybe like some kindly post office worker also had kids and knew who the Green Ranger was and was like, oh, I'm gonna make this kid's day or something. And so I didn't even know it was Moose parents. I didn't know that they knew that I'd done any of this. But then I was older. I was like in my like late teens, I think, when they finally admitted it. They were like, yeah, that was us. And I was like, how did you get my letters? They were like, you left them in the mailbox without stamps or a real address. Of course we had them. Great Power Rangers always do the chores like Mama Moose asks. I should try and dig up those letters. I'm sure I kept them. I think I know where they are, actually. I think they're in the drawer next to the horse pinata that I saved on one of my birthdays. The horse pinata I liberated. I finessed. I think I know what drawer they're in. Next time I'm home, I should go find them and see exactly what they said, because I don't remember. I don't remember if they like were trying to psyop me. They were trying to psyop me into doing chores or whatever. Woo! I don't know when to hit him. Oh, not then. Rip that actor though. I know. If you go back, please remove the candy from that thing. I don't even know if it has candy at this point. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die again. I just don't know when to hit him. Not then. Maybe after he spins himself out. Spin to win. There we go. Suck it! Oh shit! I just simply... Is he suplexing a T-Rex on top of me? You know what? You know what? I'm not mad about that death at all. He suplexed a T-Rex on top of me. Who could be mad? Oh, she does so much damage. Fuck off. What a way to go. Ready to get the T-Rex. The T-Rex is just like chilling. Just hanging out outside the battlefield. Shit! Did you ever get to meet him? No, I didn't. We had a local guy who would dress up as the Red Ranger. Fuck! Maybe I should go save just in case after this inevitable failure. And he has like... He's got guards for days. Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a local guy who dressed up as the Red Ranger a lot for like local parades. That was the closest I ever... Oops! Lost it immediately. Let's go. That was the closest I ever got to meeting a Power Ranger proper. Fuck! Hold on. I'm gonna go save just in case. 0 vests! Have you been to Power Morphicon? I have not. Is that a real thing? I'm gonna view the monkeys too. Let me beat up this monkey first, and then we will. Red monkey battle. Yo, boss fight 0 lives. Let's go. Yeah, I only work at the highest stakes. I like his chin. Got a strong jaw there. You're at 2 hours? I know. I'll stop right after this boss fight. I saw it, and I was like, I've come too far to not beat this guy. Not beat this red clown. The butt chin. The crimson chin. Yeah, we'll stop right after the boss fight so I can go sleep. We'll slip. Slip like, oh god. Ooh. Lord, he's coming. Yosh. Trying to figure out what the mat says. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out too, but I can't like look. Can't look at it without. Kaga. Kaga. I don't know. Or no, it's not ga at all. Anarigaso. Anaribakaso? Fuck! Oh, he's burning up! Oh, he's lighting the floor on fire too now. Ooh, he's gonna get me. This seems really stupid, Kanari Bakazo. I mean, tonally that seems on brand. Just one more fuck. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, God. Come on, now, not like this! Oh, he tried to command grab me. No grappling. Yosh! I lose. Tapped out.
Pipochi!
Pipochi!
Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
He's dead.
It seems that Spectre kidnapped Pipochi in order to get the data on humans needed to finish this lethargy laser. Now that they've input the data, it won't be long before they fire the laser. You must hurry.
Okay. You didn't even pin him. The match isn't over. The ref would have counted slowly anyway. One of those T-Rexes should have been counting. Oh.
You're getting ever closer to Spectre's base.
Spectre's base. I didn't hear no bell. Wait, is the match is still going?
Do your best.
He's gonna just come out from the back room here holding a chair. How long has he been there? I think he's been there for like a minute. I don't know why he's just now talking to me. Wait, I want to see some of these monkey. Oh, bonus RC cards. Monk. So we had the Land of Apes, I think. Craig, where's the towel boy? Hear no evil, alright, dude in rhythm. Brian, can someone help me out here? Smell no evil. I'm really enjoying myself. Speak no evil. Who called us the three stupid brothers? Bowens, I love a good soak. Mr. Frosty forgot to get dressed this morning. Lynn, time and tide waits for no monkey. Lars, dreaming of frozen bananas. I had frozen bananas the other day, actually. They were really good. Stone, this monkey was frozen with a smile on his face. Seb, keep on running. Dean loves Ravel's Bolero. Mona, I can't believe I got stuck in this pose. Paint me like one of your French monkeys. Patrick, the sky at night. Homer, bananas. Sam, I think the ground is moving. Brant, I've got a bad feeling about this. Mervin, do you think it's safe here? Terry, I feel like lunch. Murdoch, on the lookout. Monco Polo on a quest for a legendary banana. Stumpy, my couch has termites. Baz, this program is just so wooden. Christy, I wish I could have gone to a hot spring too. Lewis, these gloves are not just for show. Prince, I'll never lose. I was about to say I think Grant is a Jurassic Park reference. Dr. Grant. Lunch, good boy Rex, fetch the stick. Ovette, come and get me. Babe, I want my teddy. Oh, and he's the last one. Wrestling's fake anyway, but the stunts are real. It's Red Monkey with the steel chair. Well, I got a couple ladders with his name on them. Save! Bang. It is I do wonder, like, if the other PS2 classics or whatever that got ported to the PS4, if they have the same issues on the PS5 that this one did, because it's crazy how much smoother it is on the PS4 than the PS5. Yeah, I had frozen bananas the other day, but I had them dipped in chocolate, which was also frozen. So they were kind of like ice cream, like texture-wise. They were really good. They're super tasty. But anyway, like I said earlier, I am trying to keep my stream short this week, so I actually go to bed on time, and also because I feel a little woozy if I sit up straight for too long. But hopefully this will have gone away by next week, or at least my doctor will be able to, like, tell me how to tell me how to alleviate feeling kind of crappy. So I'm gonna call it. But I think we'll probably finish Ape Escape on the next one. I think. Because it sounds like we're, like, pretty close to the end right now. I'll have to, like, look at sometimes I like to pull up like, walkthroughs and not, like, actually read them, but just look at the table of contents to try and gauge how far I am, so I'll check out. But I am gonna stream Thursday and Friday of this week. Thursday, I'm gonna play Deponia on Twitch, because that was a play a game redeem. And then on Friday, I'm gonna play Adios on Twitch, which was from New Year, New Moose. It was one of the requested, like, try out this game, so I'm gonna play that on Friday. I'm hoping I can keep Adios, because Adios seems like a one-sitting game, so I'm hoping I can keep it to, like, 2 hours, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on Twitch on Thursday, and thank you for coming to Monkey. And thank you for your patience as I recover from my weird post-tooth thing. But thanks for hanging out, and I will O2 go the fuck to sleep. Have a good rest of your night, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And O2. Guess what I forgot to do?